Hello people, you're welcome to Pro Masterclass. My name is Tola Labi, and in today's class I'm going to be telling you 5 lies that most graphic designers are in the habit of telling. Now, a lot of graphic designers do not even know they're even saying these things as lies, but over my career as a graphic designer, I've gotten to interact with a lot of designers, and I've seen that there are a lot of things that designers say that they sound like they mean it, but they don't really mean it. And I'm just going to go right into it. I have a list of 5 things here. I have a lot of them, but I just come down to my top 5 things that graphic designers say that they don't really mean. Now, the first lie that most graphic designers tell is, can you critique my work? I'm open to feedback. Now, I've come to realize that a lot of graphic designers do not really mean this when they say, can you critique my work? I'm open to feedback. A lot of them are just really mean, can you praise my work? And if you really don't want to praise my work, then I would rather you hold your opinion. A lot of graphic designers are more open to praises and patting themselves on the back. So when a graphic designer says, can you critique my work? I've realized that when I go into critiquing the work and saying what they can do better, a lot of them get very defensive. As a matter of fact, a lot of them go ahead and don't effect any of the changes that is recommended to them, and it just gives the opinion that they don't really mean for their work to be critiqued, but they're just looking for fans and people that will just praise their work at the end of the day. So that's my number one lie that graphic designers tell when relating to other graphic designers. The second lie graphic designers tell when it comes to relating with me as a graphic designer is, I would like you to be my mentor. Now, this is a really big one, because I kind of realized when a graphic designer reaches out to you and says, wow, I love your work, I would love you to be my mentor. I think if you take that literally, you might be making a very big mistake, because a graphic designer telling you they want you to be their mentor is almost like a guy telling a girl, I love you, in the middle of a makeout. A guy would tell a girl anything if it gets him to make out with her. Does he really mean it when he says I love you? Most probably not. And the same thing with graphic designers. I think when graphic designers see work by somebody who they feel is doing better work than they are doing, it gets them very excited, and the next thing they do is reach out to you and tell you how much they like your work and tell you they want you to be their mentor. Now, this line, I want you to be my mentor, is not something they've given a lot of thought to. If you look at it, they might have reached out to about 5 or 6 other people in this timeline of about 2 days, telling them the same thing. Oh, I love your work, would you be my mentor? So it kind of makes me feel like it's not something graphic designers give a lot of thought to. They say it very easily because they feel that is the highest compliment they can give somebody whose work they really like. So they say, I want you to be my mentor, but they did not really mean it. The third thing graphic designers would say is that I feel they don't really mean. The third lie is, I would do anything to get better. Now, when a graphic designer says, I would do anything to get better, what most of them are saying is, I will do anything that doesn't involve me paying money to get better. I've come to realize that when a lot of graphic designers say they're ready to do anything, just throw in a cost to it, and you see them, they'll begin to back out of it. So when it comes to paying money, graphic designers are not willing to do that. So are they really willing to do anything? I seriously think not. The fourth thing graphic designers would say that I would say isn't true or don't give a lot of thought to is, I'm terrible at making wordmark logos and I don't know why. Now, I have a lot of graphic designers reach out to me telling me how bad they are at doing wordmark logos. And one thing I ask them is, how much do you spend buying premium fonts? How much do you spend buying premium fonts? So I realized that when graphic designers tell me I'm not good at making wordmark logos, what they are saying is, I'm not ready to buy premium fonts, so I'm trying to use the default fonts I have on my system to make really stunning logos, which is a very, very uphill task. So when they see someone do a wordmark logo with a font that they've never seen before that looks premium, they wish they could do it, but they're not really ready to spend that money investing in buying premium fonts. So that is the fourth lie that graphic designers are in the habit of telling. The fifth lie that graphic designers are in the habit of telling is design books are too hard to get. Design books are too hard to get. Now, when a graphic designer tells you design books are too hard to get, what the designer is really telling you is the free PDF version of this book is really hard to get. And this just comes down to the same: I would rather get it for free than pay for it. And I get a lot of designers reach out to me saying, "Sir, I would like you to recommend a design book for me that you think will be very helpful in my career or my career journey." And I do recommend books to them because I have a plethora of books, and a lot of them say, "Oh, these books are hard to get. I can't get the free PDF copy." And I'm thinking, okay, yeah, that's exactly why it's hard to get, because you are looking for the free PDF copy. A lot of the good books you might really want to get might not have free PDF copies. So until we break that mentality of trying to get it for free before, if it's going to take your interest at all, then you need to get it for free, then you really might not make a lot of headway. So that issue of design books are hard to get, no, design books are not hard to get if you are really committed to purchasing one. So those are the 5 top things I think graphic designers say that they don't really mean. And I think as a graphic designer, I've been in the habit of saying some of these things that I don't really mean, that come out as lies, but I don't even know they're lies. I realized that when I was saying them, I was making very little headway in my career. You must be willing to say what you mean and mean what you say as a graphic designer, to be willing to invest in your career as a graphic designer, and you'll realize that you'll make more headway. So if you found this video helpful, and if you have any comments, you want to recommend any other thing that you feel graphic designers say that they don't really mean, or you don't agree with some of the things I've said so far, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next class.